What would you rate this one? A, B, C? What would you give this building?
I usually use the
What do you-
10-o-meter, and I would
Okay, what do you
say
get?
this is probably an 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
This is a good one.
Wow.
It's a good one.
It's like a pizza review, but a building
Sure,
review,
sure.
right? Hey everyone, today we are inspecting 8 units for our buyer here in Buena Park. And I'm with the one and only Annette, who does a lot of our property inspections. We worked together for years, and we're excited to have you on the video.
My name's Annette. I'm from Castle Inspection, and we are looking at an 8-unit dual structure property with garages in the back. This is late 50s construction. For the perimeter of the property, looking good foundation-wise. Structure walls look good, nice roof. Most importantly, when you're looking at any kind of apartment or building structure, what you're always doing is prioritizing an inspection with health and safety issues, any kind of defects, functional concerns. Then we look at what kind of negative maintenance you may have, and then if there is moisture or pest. All in all, what we're trying to do is get a snapshot of the condition of the structures at the time of transaction for both someone representing a building as well as buyers. That's the most critical, is to have transparency and good information.
Absolutely, we want to inspect what we expect. You know, we get a marketing brochure from the listing agent. We want to make sure we're representing a buyer. We want to make sure they're buying a good asset, and this is our time to go through and see if there's any deficiencies within the real estate. And health and safety, as Annette mentioned, is the most important. That's something a lender is going to want to look out for as well. But we love working with you because you're so thorough and you do such a good job and you're very knowledgeable. So we really appreciate that.
Well, it's everything here is about your buyer, and that's the idea as far as, again, listing properties, buying properties, transparency. That's what makes this is the single greatest turnkey method to wealth. Tell all your buyers.
There you go. Absolutely. You heard it from Annette.
Right.
Not just me. But thanks so much for walking us through this.
My
Annette,
pleasure.
when we walked through this, was there any major items that jumped out to you?
I think that this is again, a classic building, and again, lots of really nice upgrades and wonderful features. It's all about installation of new things, and you know, let's make those water heater straps. Let's get the ventilation correct. Let's make sure that all of our gas connectors are the current standard. So that you minimize smoke alarms, monoxide, smoke, making sure they're in the right location and that they are functional.
Like, what would you recommend to a seller to do to a building prior to selling the property? Is it the health and safety?
Smoke alarms, gas connectors, and then again, adequate and electrical that is identified, making sure that you've got ground faults on those plugs, making sure that things are, as we call, sound and electrical is stable. You know, it seems like common sense, but things get changed in the hurry of the moment, and life goes on, and people don't look back and say, oh, you know, maybe I need to replace
Right.
those fixtures, I need to do these things. And that's what an inspector sees.
Well, no, it's definitely important to know that. I mean, there are some owners that haven't seen the interior of their units in years and years and years.
Yes.
Like you said, time goes by, and you don't know maybe what you don't know. And then there's some owners that do annual inspections every year.
Sure.
And try to keep up. And so you never know what you kind of owner you're dealing with. But it's always good to see your real estate check.
Always. And again, whether it is your property manager or yourself, but an annual, can I test your smoke alarms? Can I make sure your ground faults are working? Can I make sure that, when I open up the door to the furnace that I'm not smelling any gas? And these are very, very simple things, but people they become very accustomed to our wonderful living conditions. And again, this is a beautiful property. When you are on the property, you are not looking for its deficiencies.
Gotcha. So what would you rate this one? A, B, C? What would you give
I
this
usually
building?
use the
What do you-
10-o-meter, and I
Okay,
would
what do you
say
give?
this is probably an 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
It's a good one.
Wow.
It's a good one.
It's like a pizza review, but a building
Sure,
review,
sure,
right? So it's
sure.
an 8.5 out of 10. That's pretty good. That's
It
pretty
is.
good. All right.
It is good, and thank you. All right.
All right.
Have a
Hey,
wonderful
thanks so
day.
much. If you,
right.
if anybody's looking to have inspection services, please reach out to us and we'll get you in touch with Annette.
That's me.
All
Thank you.
right. All right. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much.